I changed something already without you knowing.
You wrenched?
Yeah.
You wrenched in Hoovie's garage.
But I want to see if you can figure out what
The
I
comments. I'm already seeing the comments now where everybody says, oh, April works on cars in Tyler's garage, but Tyler never works on his own cars. So here we go.
Okay.
So what did you do?
I want you to look and see if you can notice.
Okay.
This is so crazy. Welcome to April's Garage, the greatest automotive channel in all of YouTube land. And this is my Buick GNX, baby. It's real. I'm not going to cry like I did in the reveal video. I couldn't help it. This is my dream car. And I feel so connected to it. 1987 Buick GNX, they only made 547 of them. They were the fastest production car when they came out. I mean, they beat Ferrari, they beat Lamborghini, they beat everyone. And you look at it and it's just like, okay, like, I don't get it. It's a boxy 80s American muscle looking car. But there's a lot going on, a lot underneath, which why I'm connected to it. I felt like that growing up. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I felt really lonely growing up. My brother was so mean to me, just would slam the door, kick me out of the house pretty much, just wanted nothing to do with me. And I felt like an outsider. And that's what I feel like this car is. This car is an outsider. You wouldn't expect it. It doesn't have the pedigree that Ferrari and Lamborghini have. It's just, it had to prove itself. It had to prove its worth to sit at the table. You have to get to know it, to know what it is, to really appreciate it, which is how I felt growing up and how I felt about myself. And so there's this like kinship I have with this car. I can't believe it's here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through it. I'm gonna kind of point out some of my favorite parts and some things on it. It came with tons of documentation and some of the original parts. So I'm gonna go through those as well. I think it has the original headlights, which these ones are hideous, so I'm changing those out. And I'm gonna clean her up. And Tyler's coming home tomorrow, so I'm going to present her in all her glory and eventually take her to Wizards, because I do not want to drive her the correct way until she's been looked through. Let's start the tour of my GNX. Surprising thing is we got it for a pretty low price. I don't know if it was placed at the right auction site, but we swooped in and got it. And some of the reasoning, we were thinking maybe because there's modifications on it, but they're period correct modifications. So they were done 2 years after it was born in '89. I don't know if we should leave them though. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. All the documentation's in here. All the original parts are in here. So I'm gonna go through that with you too. And first, I want to show you my favorite parts about these cars. They're all black on black on black on black, and they're beautiful. But the GNX got some candy to it, right? It got a little jewelry. So they added these fender vents on the side to kind of get air out of the engine bay so that intercooler runs even better. Put these fender flares on it so they could fit wider tires. And these super lightweight alloy wheels are special just to the GNX. And you're only gonna see GNX logos in just a couple places. One's on the center caps for all these cars. And it sucks because I was looking for the original tires. They're like Gator something tires, but they don't make them anymore. So I have to find something, because these are old. There's no date code on them, so they're over 20 years old. So we're gonna be looking for those. All black, sinister, all the way through the back. This one's actually, they do have some weight saving things on it than the Grand National. So the braces that hold up the bumpers are aluminum, which they're not on the Grand National. You can see over there, you got your little gas filler back here. This is so, I can't believe I'm showing you this car. Like, this is unbelievable right now that I'm touching, that there's a GNX right here. No one's gonna yell at me for opening doors and slamming things and just doing whatever I want. Like, this is the dream come true. I can't believe it's happening. What's cool about it too is this is the original paint. And I don't know if I should touch up the little rock chips. Like, you got your rocker panel on here. This one looks like it might have been touched up a little bit or maybe even repainted. But on the other side, come meet me over there, I'll show you. There's a lot more rock chips and kind of paint coming off. But I don't know if I should leave it because it hasn't been repainted and these little kind of rock chips here, or should I keep it as is? What do you guys think? The preservation of the originality of it, I feel like I want to keep it, but I don't know if it'll kind of rust out a little more because there's not paint covering it. I don't know how that works. Oh, she's gorgeous. I'm just gonna sleep here. This is my new bed. This is the most comfortable thing ever. All right, let me show you inside. This is so cool. Oh, it's the mouse fur. The little mouse fur seats, the two-tone. You got the turbos and the headrests just like the Grand National. So here's your meth injector system, which is broken. I know the whole canister up front in the engine bay is cracked. So that's probably gonna be taken out. I'm not sure we're gonna do, it has the Stewart Warner gauges in it, so that's different than the Grand National. You see your turbo, oil pressure, all the good things, all your analog gauges, because we don't need any fancy digital gauges. This is where it's at. And they also added a boost gauge and a NOx sensor on the side on this A-pillar, which, I don't know, do we take that out or do we leave that in? Because it's kind of cool because it was modified 2 years after it was born. So, I mean, do we keep it like that or do we put it completely back to original? Can't believe I'm in here. There's another secret. Jake, you might know what this is. There's 3 little buttons and I'm like, this is the ashtray normally, but this was kind of modified to be like that. I don't want to press them. I don't want to like push it until I take it to Wizard so he knows, like he can like tell me like you're not going to damage it or ruin it anymore. And this shifter, that's not original either, but it's just, you know, your basic boxy 80s car inside. Got your concert sound too, because one wasn't good enough, but that's the same as the Grand National as well. What's back here? Oh, look at all these goodies. Okay, so you got your oil records. You guys, in the trunk, there's even more documentation, but like, how cool is that? That they're taking notes. Look at that, GNX baby. Oh, and there's even this. I don't know if that's like race car cool, but there's like a little pad for your elbow if you're doing long distances. I wanted to show you, come on around back. There's a sticker right in here said, this seat was made by the North Unit Cushion Room on day shift. And it has Flint assembly and it has the address to where it was going. I mean, like, I don't feel like anyone's actually sat back here. This is how new and pristine condition, like, I don't know, there's about 50,000 miles on it, but it was put in a garage, I feel like, most of its time, and no one sat in the back, because this is pristine back here. And let's look at the heart up front. Come on, baby. Show me your secrets. Now you see on the hood, there's no kind of call out, that 3.8 call out you'll see on the Grand National. The GNX did not have that. Here we go. Now, like I said, there were some modifications. Here's kind of your meth injection system that's cracked right on top. This is getting kicked out. You got your kind of polished heat guard on this turbo, but this is actually a different turbo than it came with, but I do have the original turbo still. So do I keep this one in here or pull it out? Here's your intercooler too. It's got special paint on it for heat shielding, that massive Garrett intercooler, which on the Grand National I'll show you in a minute. It's a lot smaller. It's also got this kind of fancy cover for the alternator. I don't know if you need that. And then, is this like the wiper motor? Does it need that? It won a bunch of trophies back in the day, so I feel like this is how it got dressed up to be like a show car. But I think these need to come off. And this brake booster, originally I don't think it was that color. It looks like it leaked a little bit. So we might be painting this black because I believe it was black originally. Not sure why they did that. Maybe, you know, for the shows though, it looks a little fancier, a little shinier. And you got your custom heat pad up here. Number 244. I can't believe, you guys, I can't believe that this is here and I'm talking about it and it's real. Like, it's not a recreation. This is so real. This is so crazy that I'm actually doing this, that there's a Grand National and a GNX next to each other, and they're here in this garage. Is this real life? No, it's not. This can't be real life. Before we get into that, check this out. 2004 Z06, baby. Oh, yes. Now, Tyler and I, we partnered with Fanathem to give the Z06 away to one of you. Now, the C5 Z06, it was a legend when it came out. 405 horsepower, LS up front, and they were all born with 6-speed manual and fixed roofs for the best performance and the most rigid chassis. And this one has been perfectly modded with a cam tune, intake, exhaust, getting you real, serious performance without taking away any comfort. And it's also, as you can see, in really beautiful condition. And this car can be yours by purchasing an April's Garage mug or photo. Now let me tell you about this logo on the mug, okay? What is that? What is that right there? Is that a screaming chicken? What? Okay, you guys have made, not you specifically, but guys have been making fun of me so much for calling the Phoenix Rising a screaming chicken. And that's the nickname. Like, I didn't choose it. That's actually the real nickname. It's not me. But whenever I say it, guys think I'm a complete idiot. They're like, what's wrong with her? It's a chicken? Like, I feel like it's like that new generation of guys. And if I were like an old, rich white guy, people wouldn't make fun of me because they'd be like, oh, yeah, of course he knows what he's talking about. But like, since it's me, you guys. So I just went with it, and I made a cartoon version of how I feel about it. And I also feel like you guys can stop making fun of me because it's a screaming chicken. So anyway, every item you purchase, like my sweet screaming chicken mug, enters you for a chance to win. And it's really simple. It's that easy. Fanathem, it's run by the best veteran-owned company with tons of giveaways already. Like, they've already done it. We've already seen the winners. It's legit. Like, this is real, including 3 happy previous winners of Tyler's cars. So head over to fanathem.com/AprilsGarage and get yourself some merch. And you could be driving home this beautiful Z06. But don't wait, because the promotion actually ends in less than a week. And the winner is chosen shortly after. So go to fanathem.com/AprilsGarage. So this is the Grand National, and you'll see it's completely stock in here, which obviously there's a lot of differences in the GNX, but this one's also been modified. So there's a lot of differences. The coolest thing, the best thing here, probably the most expensive part, was this huge, massive Garrett intercooler. All the GNXs had it, and the Grand National is just a little baby one. Well, I mean, it's still cool. It still made it really fast, but not as fast as the GNX, which pulled about 4.6 seconds, 0 to 60. So the stock Grand National, about 245 horsepower. The GNX originally was 276 horsepower, probably a little bit closer to 300 horsepower, but with these modifications that were made 2 years later, I don't know what the horsepower is, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep these modifications in here. We'll see. Come on back, you'll see these fender vents, which let hot air out of the engine bay. Massive tires, massive wheels. You see how big these fender flares are. That just give it a really cool, sinister look. Coming back, you'll notice T-tops. No T-tops. I don't think any GNXs had T-tops or sunroof, but I think there are some people that had it retrofitted onto them. I kind of like having both options. Oh, that's right. I don't think the GNX had it because it made the body more rigid, because there's a lot of power. And this I wasn't sure either, because I always tap on everything, and because I own them, I can tap away. But this almost sounds like it's a plastic piece connecting the bumper to the car, where this feels like metal. So I don't know if those were big differences. I know there's aluminum brackets to hold on these bumpers that makes it lighter, which the Grand National did not have. But they're so cool, and I don't know. Am I going to keep both of them? Maybe. It's just cool to have them next to each other to kind of compare, right? And you got to see in the trunk, which is interesting because on the auction, none of this was advertised. There were no pictures of it, which I feel like it would increase the value of a car if you have all this documentation. Well, at least a little bit. I mean, look at I was shocked to see all of this come with it. You have all the original parts before it was modified. The original freaking window sticker, okay? Look at that. ASC McLaren, who modified the Grand National to turn it into the GNX. You'll see the total vehicle price is almost $30,000, which is about double the Grand National. Okay, you guys, they each had their own book. Like literally, look at it. You got kind of like the embossed grille on their GNX, and they're numbered. Like this is pristine condition. I don't feel like anyone's even looked at it. And you'll see this is number 244, which matches the car. I mean, this is like bedtime story type of reading right here. Like this is really, really cool. I don't want to get it dirty. I got my fingers dirty. Okay, this is pristine. Everything you wanted to know about the Grand National in this book. This is so cool. All right, now check this out. These are all the documentations of the modifications and the original sale, which you'll see it was a little bit over MSRP, $37,866 out the door. There's definitely a markup. I don't know, they marked it up almost $8,000 total. That's pretty wild. But you have all the original checks, his original check that he wrote, just everything you could ever want in here, and the modifications. So there's your bill of sale by ASC McLaren. I mean, like this, how do you get this stuff? Like whoever owned this car really cared about it. That's what this means to it. They babied it. Muscle car of the month, the Grand National. Well, this is a GNX, so here you go. This is a really cool book, actually. So that's an 82 Grand National, and it doesn't have any of the cool like engine modifications. It wasn't fast, but it did have that two-tone paint, and they built those because the Regal was doing good in NASCAR. So they're like, oh, let's commemorate it by making the Grand National, which obviously got really cool in 87. But check this out. Okay, so in 87, GNX, obviously they made 547 of them. Grand Nationals, they made over 20,000 Grand Nationals in 87. But the Turbo Ts, which are actually a little bit faster because they use aluminum, so they're like a little bit lighter, 1,500 Turbo Ts. So those are actually even more rare. And let's see, the cover model here, that 82 Grand National, they only made 215 of those. So those are more rare than the GNX right here. If you've ever seen one of these, I want to see one in person. Like, I think that would be really cool to see the Grand National 82 in person. There's so much stuff in here. What is this? Chassis service manual. I feel like this is something that Tyler would read on the toilet. You know what I mean? Like, you too, Jake, okay? Like, you're gonna bring this in the bathroom and sit there for 3 hours and go through every single page. So is this the original turbo? Oh, it's heavy. Right there. That's the question. Do we put this back or keep the one that it has? It looks like it's brand new. What do you think? What other secrets are you hiding? Why would you hold on to that? What do you think? Why are they so heavy? There's more brake pads in there. Like, wouldn't you toss these? Are they used? I don't know. This guy just likes to hold on to everything just in case. Okay, more old parts. Ooh, okay, here's the original brake booster. There. Does it look like it was used? No, there's some like bubbling. There's still liquid in there. Do you put this back or do you paint the one that's in there? These are tough life questions right now. Okay, one more box of secrets. Here. Torque converter shifter. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. So here's the original torque converter. I don't know why they wanted to replace that too. Lots of parts. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna do that like this. You're just gonna watch me struggle. This is gonna be the whole video, is me struggling to carry a torque converter. You guys. This is the only reason why you really need a man. To carry torque converters. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. What's wrong with me? I need to work out just so I could do this more often. All right, there are 2 more boxes of stuff, and this kind of looks like it goes on the front fender when you're working on the car. Right on the side, but it should have some like felt in there maybe to protect it. Some piping. I don't know what that is. And the original headlights, thank God, because the ones on there are awful right now. I mean, they're not that much difference, but the original ones are way better. And since they're here, I think we need to switch them out. Now here's all the factory air filter stuff in this box. Looks like it wasn't even used. So they took it off. I don't know, used a little bit. Like this intake piece that they replaced with a super chrome one because they wanted it to be more showy. Power chips for computer controlled cars. Actually, it'd be nice to have like a new computer for all the gauges on it. Not that I want like digital stuff, but I just want to really be careful with it, and I don't want to like run her to where she's going to explode. So I feel like we definitely need to update some computer system. Well, this is not going to go back in the car, I'll tell you that. But it's pretty cool, all these pieces are here. The last box, one more box of secrets. So here's the original A-pillar, I think, right? That one on the side. And they replaced it because they put those 2 gauges on there. This looks like a car cover. I feel like this is Christmas. This mass airflow sensor right there. I guess I could read the box to see what it is. Speaker? What? Why would they take this out? Where did this go? Would it be in the trunk? Now you got your spare tire and a jack. I don't know. I mean, unless it's, they replaced this, but no, that's way too big to go in there. So here you got some alternator parts, but they put a chrome one on, so I don't really care about that one. Or GNX stock parts. So here's the ashtray for the center column, the center console where those 3 red switches are. They took that out. What are you? Is this part of the original exhaust?
Yep.
Aluminum castings must be torqued in an X pattern.
I bet that's the trans pan, and the one they put has cooling fins on it to help keep the transmission cool.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Nifty.
One last part. What are you? Is that?
Another turbo?
Seriously? There's another turbo. What is going on? This definitely looks more used. But why do you need an extra turbo? It has the part number on it. I don't know if you're able to see if it's like originally came with the car, or how you can decode that. I'm sure there's a place to do that, right there.
Hmm.
But why would they have 2 turbos? Oh, look at the little spinny. Pew, 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 pew. It's so cool. All right. Well, there's 2 turbos and a big massive turbo they put on aftermarket. So we'll see what happens. It also came with the original jacket, which it's really cool because I feel like a lot of people would just keep this when they sell the car, but this you got with the car, new. So each owner was awarded their own jacket that came in black, but obviously through time it's been faded. Very cool to have. And it also, last thing I want to show you, the Gran Camino is blocking it, but there's all of these trophies that it came with, and they're kind of back, what, 2003, 2006, favorite car, people's choice, show favorite, first place, all these trophies. So you can see why it's been dressed up in the engine bay, because it was on display a lot. And my Grand National sign, I'm gonna tell you guys, so there are people here shooting with Tyler, and they had a drone, and the drone smacked into the Grand National sign, and the guy sent this as a sorry. This is a commissioned acrylic painted gull wing And on the back, he wrote, hang this up anywhere you want, it's drone proof. So of course, I hung it by the Grand National sign. That's still broken, but I feel like this is a metaphor for my life. Okay, so I'm gonna change out the headlights. And actually, originally when Tyler first revealed the car, they stuck out to me because they ugly. I don't like them. I knew they did not look like the Grand National headlights. And now I'm gonna replace them with the original headlights. Okay, I need my little handy dandy towel so it doesn't roll away. I feel like none of you guys would do that. Especially Tyler. He'd be like, whoops, I lost every single screw. What happened? There we go. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm so happy. Can't believe I'm holding a GNX bezel, light bezel. That does not sound sexy at all. All right, let's lay that right here. What else do we got? This car is incredible. I feel like it was one of the first cars that when they came out, people bought them over MSRP because there was a lot of excitement because I didn't make a lot of them. They're like instant collectible car. And I love them because there's no other car like it. I feel like, you know, if you get a Ferrari or a Porsche or just a Lamborghini, it's just like you're automatically have a sexy cool race car because of the pedigree that they're born into. It's like being a Vanderbilt. It's like you're born cool, where Buick was not. Buick is just like overlooked. It's not a performance car. It's like an outsider, which is pretty much what I felt like growing up. You know, I graduated from night school actually because I did not fit in normal public school, and I worked full-time, which gives you classes worth of credit a semester if you work full time. I was just different. I just felt like overlooked when I was growing up. Voila, magnifique. All right. These are gross. I'm gonna throw those out. The great thing about graduating from night school is they have all the like kind of blue collar type of classes, like woodworking, machine shop, welding. So I did a lot of this in high school. I actually took a welding class and I burnt my fingers, these two fingers right here, because I picked up a piece that I welded, but I thought I cooled it. And I did another piece the same exact way, picked up the piece that I thought I cooled, and it actually stuck to my fingers. And I still have a little bit of nerve damage, like when it's really cold outside, I can't feel these fingers. Gentle, gentle. There we go. Voila, okay. That was easy. There we go, the proper headlights. Perfect. All right, so these are the 2-prong, so they'll be your high beams, and then 3 on the back will go on the outer edge. Put these in first. Should we test them before?
There we go. Yep, they work.
Perfect. All right, they work. So now I just got to put it all back together. Which one was on which side? Shit. Because that looks so much better. Like, I don't know why that was like a pet peeve of mine, but it was incorrect, and now it is correct. come see this. I'm not sure what is going on, but it looks like it's the original plug for these headlamps. Because it's in that same kind of plastic yellow that the side ones here are on. So I don't know what's this just hanging out there. Like, is this something you remove? Should we be plugging these original ones in there? Maybe the aftermarket ones were like higher power and so they needed different wires, maybe? I don't know. So are these gonna like burn these lights out because there's too much power coming to them? We'll see what happens. All right, that looks a million times better. I'm gonna wash her up, and then tomorrow, Tyler's getting home from LA. He just got the Gullwing, parked it at Doug DeMuro's. It's gonna get trailered back to Kansas. He will be here shortly, and we'll see what he thinks, if I did a good job or not.
Well, look at you.
There, you're back. Okay, what do you think?
Did you even notice that I was gone?
No.
You did a whole video by yourself. You probably didn't even notice because you're with your GNX, right?
I know, my mind is like elsewhere for sure. This feels like a dream. I'm not kidding. This is incredible.
You got it cleaned up.
Like,
it's looking nice.
I did okay. She needs to go to Van Gogh to like really get
Yeah, there's a
detailed.
lot of swirl marks in the paint and the chipping down there. It's interesting, but for as old as it is and being original, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, you know what else I didn't notice? It has these yellow brake calipers on it.
Yeah.
Which I definitely don't think that was original.
Oh yeah, I noticed that, and it has that goofy booster too. So the original brakes should be in a
Right.
box, right?
Yeah, but like, do we keep these and paint them because they're upgraded? Like they're just better, beefier brakes.
They need to be black if they're staying on.
Right.
1,000%. But
Okay.
it's up to you if you want to go Concours or if you want to go like fun driver. Upgraded brakes would definitely help.
I don't know,
You'll notice
I
the
wanna
difference.
Consult with the wizard.
Okay.
See what he thinks.
All right.
Also, I changed something already without you knowing.
You wrenched?
Yeah,
You wrenched in Hoovie's garage.
but I want to see if you can figure out what
The
I
comments. I'm already seeing the comments now where everybody says, oh, April works on cars in Tyler's garage, but Tyler never works on his own cars. So here we go.
Okay.
So what'd you do?
changed. I want you to look and see if you can notice.
Okay. Well, should I pop the hood?
Sure, you could do whatever,
right.
whatever you think.
Was it under the hood?
I can't tell you,
Well,
Mr. Expert in cars. You have to figure it out.
Well, I mean, it still kind of looks like a boomer threw up in here.
Stop it.
All that extra chrome and bling and things. So, and then this brake booster is definitely different. It's part of these upgraded brakes. So,
Yeah.
So you didn't do any of that.
Right, but then I'm like, is this broke? Because it looks like there's like brake fluid that leaked out on it.
So they probably changed this master cylinder here, and then brake fluid leaked out and got the paint.
Right.
But should be fine. So
So, do you
Nothing
see it?
I think, yeah. Did you?
What? Me?
You put the halogen headlights back in?
Yes. Yeah, but there's one problem, which we need to ask Wizard again. Here, it's easier
Okay.
to see over here. But the original plugs for it, the old headlights weren't plugged into them.
Oh, so they made new
Right.
wires and plugs?
Yeah, so this is the original one. So I don't know if these are gonna have too much power to them because they like upgraded the wires, and if it's gonna start a fire or something.
I mean, it's the same 12 volt power. It's not going to be
Then
different.
Why would they switch that out?
Maybe they weren't, I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have to ask the wizard. There's a lot of blank plugs and things
Yeah.
and switches.
There's like random, like,
Yep.
where does that go to?
So
Over
that's
here
the thing,
too.
modified car, so that's what scared a lot of the collectors away, but
Right.
I think you're still happy.
Got all the original parts. Just gotta figure out which ones we want to put back and which ones we don't. Shall we go for a little drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you didn't notice I was gone for 3 days. I had a good time with my gold wing and Daddy Doug and Jay Leno and all that stuff.
You did. They were really nice to you.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that Jay called you when he knew you got the gull wing.
Yeah, there's no GNX guru to call you, I guess, huh?
Oh yeah, that would be really cool actually.
I wonder who that would be. Kendrick Lamar calls you up. Like, April, I'm so happy you got a GNX. Welcome to the club.
Stop it.
Right?
He would never. That would be really cool. He got nominated for Best Album of the Year, I think for the Grammys.
Yeah.
That's pretty big deal.
Well, it's not nighttime to where we can test your headlights, so they definitely look a whole lot better.
Right? Yeah, no, it looks more correct. But that's the question I have for Wizard. Like, we got all the parts. We're on the way to Wizards right now, so he can look through it, make sure that I can actually, like, really drive it. I saw in your video, Tyler,
Yeah.
that you floored it. You need to, like, let her breathe for a minute. We don't know what's wrong with her, and
Well,
you're just like, oh, I'm going to beat her up already.
It has these sensors here.
Right.
I noticed it started to get into the red for the NOx sensor, which is just a little microphone that tells you when the motor's, like, screaming in agony.
But what if it wasn't working or, like, malfunctioning or something?
I had to know if it, I mean, the first few little pulls I noticed it worked. So,
Right.
I just had to see, since it was modified, how much faster it feels than the Grand National. It's a whole lot faster.
Yeah, it's amazing. So next stop is the Wizards. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing or not subscribing. Well, you should subscribe now.
Yes, subscribe to April's YouTube channel. Do it now.